On January 19th, 2021 at 9:10 p.m., I was on my phone staring at a little green button that said buy. $500, 55,266 Dogecoin. It was under a penny, and honestly, it felt like a joke until it wasn't. 4 months later, I sold at 69 cents, clearing more than $38,000. And I built a new 900 square foot garage in my backyard with it. That trade poured the concrete, but it also poured a lie in my head that lightning would strike every time I raised the rod. I chased it anyway, meme coins, hopium, sometimes a quick win, mostly lessons that stung. Somewhere between the noise and the charts, I realized I wasn't after a number. I was after time. No more looking for side jobs or struggling to make ends meet. More evenings that didn't end in exhaustion. That's when I stopped asking when Lambo and started asking a better question. What's the why? And do the mechanics reward the right behaviors? Hey legends, I'm Moonshot Tim, deep dive crypto, zero fluff, always a dash of hype. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and remember, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a guy who loves watching my money make me money. People love to argue about the greatest in tech. Jobs, Gates, Musk, big stages, bigger headlines. But the story I can't shake is the invisible one. Dennis Ritchie, he created the C programming language and co-created Unix, the quiet DNA, under almost everything that we touch. No giant keynotes, no turtleneck myth, just engineering that ate the world and didn't need a microphone to do it. Ritchie taught me a filter I use for crypto now. The most important pieces aren't always on stage. Design outlives hype. If the design is right, if the incentives line up, people keep building when the price doesn't. And I'll be real, I slept on Solana reward tokens until this design made me look twice.
I'm all ears.
With that in mind, Bitcoin is money outside gatekeepers. Be your own bank. And XRP is the rail upgrade. Move value across borders fast and cheap. Settlement that's boring in the best ways. Different missions, same backbone. Purpose. Price is the headline, incentives are the story. If a system pays more to leave than to stay, the story ends the same. Dump, regret, repeat. So I went looking for a model that doesn't punish you for showing up and doesn't train you to leave. That search led me to a Solana project called SolCtrl. Here's the part that hooked me. I think this might be the first Solana tokenomics I've seen that doesn't punish entry. Pays patience and Sol and uses exits to fund the people who stay all at once. Let me explain fast. Buy side, stupid simple. You drop $100 on their site, most tokens with a 10% tax leave you with $90. But here, they kick you bonus tokens so you land around $108 on day one. Translation, you don't get punished for showing up.
Yes! That's awesome!
If entry doesn't sting and patience pays, would you hold longer?
Really a fairly obvious solution, but it's something that we need to do.
If you hold, you earn Sol on a clear timetable. Hourly drips to holders, a weekly roll-up that stacks those drips, and a monthly pool tied to the trading volume. That helps real people because you can take some Sol without dumping the SolCtrl token, so you're not punching your own chart every time you take profit. And yes, these payouts breathe with volume. Quiet days are thinner, busy days are fatter, which is why a clean dashboard matters, so you'll never be guessing. Each month, that pool powers a community moment.
This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years.
5 wallets split a chunk of the month's volume, paid in Sol. 1 token equals 1 entry, 1 prize per wallet. Quick volume math so it lands. Every month, 5 wallets are picked in the SolCtrl drawing and split a pool that scales with volume. At $10 million in monthly volume, the pool is about $40,000 in Sol. At $100 million, it jumps to roughly $400,000. And if monthly volume ever hits $1 billion, that's around $4 million paid out.
Great Scott!
Again, to 5 winners. That's serious scale baked into the design. And this is why the upside gets attention. 1 monthly drawing, 5 winners. Headline-sized payouts when the volume runs. Per the team, this aims to be one of the biggest reward designs on Solana, and they aren't lying. The team says the draw is public and verifiable.
That's good.
And why that's good? Predictable energy, more than 1 winner, and receipts you can check. The catch? The bigger bags still mean more entries. And the promise lives or dies on the real randomness proofs and clear snapshot rules. I'll pin those links when I have them so you can click and verify. On selling, the posted fee is 10%, but 2% is covered. So you pay 8% out the door. That's slow hit and run behavior and helps fund rewards for the people who stayed. Fair warning, a fee is still friction. Transparency and consistent delivery have to carry it. Under the hood, there's a rule I actually like because it trains better habits. Rewards accrue on a schedule, and if you sell before payout, you forfeit unclaimed rewards and entries. You can always buy back, but your unclaimed value tips to the people who waited. And these rules need to be crystal clear in-app. Confusion kills trust faster than the price dips. Distribution-wise, there's no team tokens, no dev bags waiting to nuke a green candle. The site also shows a large lock supply reserve to help cover the buy-side bonuses, plus buybacks to refill that reserve. That protects newcomers at the door and still pays holders. Real risk to watch though, coverage has to be fueled by reserve and buybacks. If those dry up, entry stops feeling fair.
Not fair!
You say that so often.
That's why I want wallet links and a simple runway chart, so anyone can see the tank.
You're crazy.
Let me put the big idea side by side so it sticks. Bitcoin showed us you can be your own bank. XRP showed us money can move like information. SolCtrl is trying to fix the habits, make entry fair, and make patience pay in Sol. Plenty of tokens shout utility. This one targets human behavior, how we actually buy, hold, and sell.
That's deep.
That's deep, man. It's deep.
Now, an honesty break. The founder says this project had a rocky start. Airdrop's error forced a relaunch, and they spent a couple of weeks fixing the supply and rewards. He says rewards are now working, and I'm still asking for receipts, public wallets for rewards and buybacks, and clarity on liquidity locks after the relaunch. When those links are live, they'll be in the description. Why Solana for this? Throughput and tiny fees. If you're going to drip rewards often and roll up a weekly payout, you can't be strangled by gas. Paying in Sol also lets you realize value without selling the token, which takes pressure off the charts you're trying to hold. The flip side, you're tied to Solana's reliability and Sol's own volatility. No free lunches, but as plumbing for this design, it makes sense. If you're still here, you're probably feeling what I feel. Most of us aren't chasing a Lambo anymore. We're chasing a little breathing room. And that's why this kind of design actually matters. If SolCtrl keeps its promises and shows the receipts, doesn't punish new buyers, pays patience in Sol, and uses exits to fund the people who stayed, then this isn't just a new logo, it's better habits. Reality check. Any token can rug. The risk never hits zero. What's different here is the incentive design. Fair entry, Sol payouts for patience, and exits that fund the people who stay. If they keep shipping and the receipts stay public, it looks promising. And finally, if crypto is going to buy us back our time, it won't be luck. It'll be design. Dennis Ritchie didn't need a giant keynote to change the world. He built the foundations. So if SolCtrl actually delivers what I just laid out, maybe what we get isn't just fireworks, it's breathing room. More evenings that don't end in exhaustion. This is not financial advice. If you enjoyed the breakdown and you want more project teardowns and plain English explainers on how crypto really works, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this video. Got questions or pushback? Drop them in the comments below and start a constructive conversation about the model and the receipts. Until next time.